The global phenomenon of football. Football, also known as the king of sports, is a phenomenon that transcends borders, cultures, and languages. From its humble origins on improvised grass fields in 19th century England, football has evolved into the most popular and widely played sport in the world. Its popularity reflects not only its simplicity and accessibility, but also its unique ability to unite people from different backgrounds in a shared passion. The origins of football, from roots to global recognition. The roots of football can be traced back to various forms of ball games played by ancient cultures. However, the game as we know it today began to take shape in Victorian England. The first codified rules of football were developed in 1863 with the formation of the Football Association (FA) in London. These standardized rules allowed football to spread quickly, not only across the United Kingdom but also to other parts of Europe and beyond. As the sport expanded, football clubs began to emerge in various cities, and local, regional, and national competitions started to take shape. The creation of leagues and the organization of championships increased football's visibility and encouraged mass participation. By the turn of the 20th century, football was already being played on every continent, with established leagues in Europe, Latin America, Africa, and Asia. The role of football in cultural identity. Football is not just a sport, it is a cultural expression. In many countries, football plays a central role in national and regional identity. In Latin America, for example, football is a fundamental part of everyday life. In Argentina, tango and football are intertwined in popular culture, while in Brazil, football is often described as a second religion. Pelé, Zico, Romario, Ronaldo, and more recently Neymar are names that resonate not only as sports icons, but also as cultural ambassadors of Brazil. In Europe, football is also deeply intertwined with national and regional identity. Clubs like FC Barcelona and Real Madrid in Spain, Manchester United and Liverpool in England, and Bayern Munich in Germany are not just football teams. They are cultural symbols with legions of devoted fans. Rivalries between these clubs often reflect historical, political, and social divisions, making each match much more than just a game. In Africa, football is a unifier. In a continent often divided by ethnic and political conflicts, football provides a rare opportunity for unity. The Africa Cup of Nations is a significant event where nations come together to celebrate sport and fraternity. African players who succeed in Europe, such as Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, and Mohamed Salah, are seen as national heroes and sources of inspiration for millions of young people. Football and globalization. The globalization of football was catalyzed by the expansion of media, especially television. Live broadcasts of football matches allowed fans around the world to watch their favorite teams and players, regardless of geographical distance. The FIFA World Cup, which had its first edition in 1930, has become one of the most watched sporting events in the world, rivaling the Olympics in terms of global viewership. The influence of globalization is also reflected in the internationalization of football clubs. Major European clubs such as Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, and Paris Saint-Germain have fans on every continent and frequently conduct pre-season tour in countries across Asia, North America, and Africa. Additionally, the recruitment of players from various nationalities has enriched domestic leagues, making them more competitive and diverse. Another important aspect of football's globalization is the commercialization of the sport. Major international brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma have become strategic partners of clubs and national teams, injecting billions of dollars into the sport. Broadcasting rights for championships like the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, and the UEFA Champions League are negotiated for astronomical amounts, reflecting the growing popularity and commercial value of football. The social impact of football. Football, as a global phenomenon, has a significant impact on society. In many communities around the world, football serves as a tool for social development. Nonprofit organizations and foundations use the sport to promote education, health, and social cohesion. Initiatives such as Football for Peace, which uses the sport as a tool for conflict resolution, demonstrate the power of football to transcend barriers and promote peace and understanding. In terms of economic development, football plays a crucial role. In many countries, football leagues are an important source of revenue, generating jobs and boosting tourism. Major events such as the World Cup and the Champions League attract millions of visitors and generate billions of dollars in revenue for host countries. Additionally, the export of talent to foreign leagues provides economic opportunities for players and their families, often transforming their lives and communities. Football is also a powerful platform for promoting equality and human rights. Movements like Black Lives Matter and campaigns against racism have found support within football, with players and clubs taking a stand against discrimination. FIFA and other football organizations have implemented strict policies to combat racism and promote inclusion in the sport, although there is still a long way to go. Challenges and opportunities for the future. Despite its popularity, football faces several challenges that could impact its future. One of the main challenges is the growing financial inequality between rich and poor clubs. Clubs with large budgets, backed by billionaire owners or corporate sponsors, have a disproportionate advantage over smaller clubs, leading to a lack of competitiveness in some leagues. The European Super League, proposed in 2021, was a controversial attempt by some of Europe's biggest clubs to create an exclusive league, which sparked widespread backlash from fans and football authorities. Another challenge is corruption and poor governance in some of the major football organizations. FIFA, in particular, has been rocked by corruption scandals that have undermined trust in the institution. Internal reforms and greater transparency are needed to restore the credibility of football globally. Furthermore, women's football, although growing, still faces significant disparities compared to men's football. While significant strides have been made, such as the creation of professional leagues and increased visibility for women's competitions, much remains to be done to ensure equal opportunities and pay equity for female players. However, the future of football also presents many opportunities. The expansion of football in emerging markets such as China, India, and the United States offers enormous potential for the sport's growth. Investments in infrastructure, youth academies, and technical training in these regions could produce a new generation of talent capable of competing at the highest level. Technology will also play a crucial role in the future of football. The introduction of the video assistant referee (VAR) was a significant milestone, but technology will continue to evolve, enhancing decision-making accuracy and improving the fan experience. Streaming platforms and social media will allow fans to interact with the sport in new ways, while advanced analytics will transform how coaches and players approach the game. Conclusion: the passion that moves the world. Football's popularity is a testament to its ability to capture the imagination of people around the world. More than just a game, football is a cultural, economic, and social force that unites billions of people in a shared passion. Despite the challenges it faces, football continues to evolve, reflecting the changes and hopes of global society. With its rich history, profound impact, and promising future, football remains not only the most popular sport in the world but also a universal language that transcends barriers and connects humanity in a unique way. Whether in the streets of Buenos Aires, on the dirt fields of Africa, or in the futuristic arenas of Europe, football continues to be the beating heart of global culture.